Robin Thicke is underrated. Yep, Robin Thicke is the most underrated guitarist in the past 30 years, at least for me. My name is Bruno do Amaral, and in this channel you can find a lot of cover, original songs, and occasional gear reviews. Please like and subscribe if you like this content. Robin Thicke is often associated with Nine Inch Nails, which is his current band, and where he is a most important live component for Trent Reznor. But he doesn't like to let Robin shine that much in studio. That's why I'll be focusing on his Guns N' Roses contributions. I believe he should be viewed as a rare case of original and very distinct guitar player that's able to not only have a signature tone, but also a playing style unlike no one else. And how many guitar players out there you can say they have all this? Let's talk about his writing skills. Contrary to what most people think, Axl Rose didn't write all the Chinese Democracy songs by himself. He had a lot of help from all the band members and even producers that worked with him during late 90s and early 2000s. Robin was one of the main contributors. He joined the band in 1997, left in 1999, joined again in late 2000, and stayed there until early 2008, right before Chinese Democracy's release. Still, his inputs can still be heard in GNR's new singles, Atlas and Nothing. And I think he is the one playing the Monsters solo. Monsters is a GNR unreleased song, at least at this date, and it has a really particular tone and style that reminds me a lot of Robin in songs like Street of Dreams and even This I Love. Let's focus on the other stuff. Chinese Democracy is a very controversial album, and we're not going to talk about that. The thing is, from average CD fan, Buckethead is the main guitar force. He's the one that people always bring when they talk about CD. But Robin Thicke was just as important, if not more so. He wrote a lot of songs with other guys from the band, namely Tommy Stinson, Paul Tobias, Josh Freese, Dizzy Reed. Despite the credits in the Chinese Democracy booklet, there's a lot of writing credits for Robin in the database, such as ASCAP. Back then, Robin got a lot of flack because of his looks, especially in the 2001-2002 era, and because of his approach to Slash solos. Yes, he looked kinda like an alien from the Scary Movie series, and then he looked totally different in 2006 and 2007, sporting an awesome hippie style, much like the dude from The Big Lebowski, and maybe a bit of John Frusciante from Red Hot Chili Peppers. If you think he looked better, that's just your opinion, man. It was not important to his sound. Even if many people believe that Robin improved in 2006, I honestly believe that was just because he looked better, and it's more acceptable. It's more about the looks than his actual guitar skills. And I don't care about how he looks. And it's a matter of taste. I loved what he did. In fact, he had the same melody first focus as Slash, and totally different vibe and texture. Buckethead was always a flashy, avant-garde, weird guitar player. He added a lot of interesting guitar parts to the new GNR songs, but at the same time he wasn't really playing along with the other guys besides Brain, the drummer. But I think Robin was more of a team player. And we all know that Axl actually worked on a lot of songs, way more than what's already released. I'll present some guitar solos, hopefully doing justice to what Robin played, and his tone is very, very hard to achieve. I still not sure if I managed to accomplish that. It's not just a Marshall and a Les Paul plugged like the basics of Slash sound. I tried my best. I used Friedman Capture and also some EQ pedal settings. Occasionally I may add some rat distortion, but that's it. If you don't know the songs that I will present, just search for Guns N' Roses Village Sessions on YouTube, and you will be granted with a lot of unreleased songs. There's a lot of demos, and I believe there's a lot more tracks. This leak was only a snapshot from the 2001-2000 sessions at these Village studios, but there was a lot of Axl home studio, Robin home studio, and all that. And since then, they added some more tunes, like The General, that's already released in 2023 with Slash, but they also recorded a lot more songs like Scraped, Shackley's Revenge, and This I Love even. Robin is a very soulful guitar player, attacking the bands with some odd choices for band release. Check out his first few licks in Better's main solos and pay attention to how he slides a lot. Or how he played the intro for IRS in their live performances. Or this very long band in There Was a Time. It reminds me a lot of John Frusciante, and the song was written in 1999. That's when Californication was also released. But Robin uses his Les Paul to have a very controlled feedback to create some interesting harmonies. Other things are very unlike Slash, such as the very unique way of working with lots of short and fast slides. It's like a burst. And we can hear all of that in the This I Love solo. This is a masterpiece of a guitar solo. Sadly, we never got to hear him playing it live. You can hear some of the fast slides in Street of Dreams, actually. There's a combination of both the bind and these fast slides that you can clearly hear in the perhaps original solo before the Slash re-recording. Unfortunately, he never played the song live too. This one is a demo called D-Tune. It's also from the 1990-2000 Village Sessions. And it's very interesting how he plays this kind of solo, which is very much like the Perhaps solo. Another thing that I really liked how Robin played was when he followed Axl's vocal melody, playing additional guitar lines, much like a backing vocal, but in a guitar. He did that with Riyadh and the Bedouins. But he also did an amazing job playing additional lead melodies in Catcher in the Rye. Atlas, which is still present in the final version. And the unreleased song by Thomas Stinson called Going Down. Robin also added some weirdness to the tracks by changing the textures with effects. Good examples for this are the Better intro, And also he did the same thing with the Chinese Democracy, the track, his main solo. In this unreleased song called Quick Song, he uses a cocked wah to play his main solo. It's not really that different from what Slash did to play the strange guitar lead, but in a totally different way. So here we go. Robin Thicke isn't technically as impressive as Buckethead, nor did he pen classics such as Slash did, but he had a very unique approach in his playing, and he's still unmatched to me as the most interesting guitar player for the last 20 years or so. It's just a shame that he's not interested in getting back to the Chinese Democracy era at all. Also, he pretty much abandoned his solo album project, and now he's focusing on video game soundtracks and also the usual Nine Inch Nails tours. Still, if you never paid much attention to his solos on Guns N' Roses or his guitar work at all, please try it. Pardon. At least leave a like and a comment here in my video because that's a lot of work. See ya. Thank you.